pushed for things that weren't being done under stimulus. And tonight, Purple Power is in back with full force. Not one, not two, but three pushes of the Purple Power. First, hashtag FPUC, retro. That's FPUCRETRO, because the third stimulus package doesn't have it in there. Second, hashtag MSC, to denounce multiple stimulus check, because the third stimulus package doesn't have it in there. Finally, hashtag SS200, to denounce SS, Social Security, SSI, SSDI, Social Railroad benefits, and veterans, $200 a month, also not in the third stimulus package. Why are we pushing? Because we were promised these things during the campaign and during the transition by President Joe Biden. And they're not in the third stimulus package. In fact, they're not really even closely in the stimulus package. In the case of FPUC, not even close. In the case of multiple stimulus checks, certainly not multiple, and barely even a single stimulus check. In fact, there isn't a full stimulus check at all in the third stimulus package. I'll explain why. Hey, Burgie, everyone welcome Bourgie Simmons from Becoming a Purple Hawk. I haven't even finished introductions. So everyone welcome Burgie to the room. Welcome. Very excited. We're getting off to a good start. So there we are. I'm very excited for you. This is Evenings Purple. And in this video, I go over the third stimulus package. What's in there, what's not in there, and what should be in there. It's not bill yet, publicly. It's not law yet, publicly. But it is a bill on Joe Biden's table, and it may need fixing. In this video, I'm going to go over how it needs fixing. But first, subscribe to this channel. There is Sarah. Everyone welcome Sarah to the family. Hey, Sarah, what's going on? What is going on? What happened to the right of the door? What happened to the right of the door? That's the reflection. That's a window also. Yeah, there's a stalker in the window. Don't freak out the host there. Everyone welcome Sarah to the room. Hey, Janet. Everyone welcome Janet to the room. We're off to a big rock and roll start. Thank you for joining me. This is Evenings Purple. Welcome Janet and Sarah to the family. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Like this video and hit the alert button so you get alert when a new video goes live. What happened to the yellow flowers? The daffodils, they are outside in the rain. The tall one is sort of, holding on, but, sort of at its end. Very beautiful flowers. These are the flowers that were over there, and now they're over here, the petunias. So I appreciate the interest. The flowers are getting their own Twitter account by tomorrow. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Power, Purple Hawk, or Calcino VIP. The member link is at the top of this chat and also in the description tab to this video. For some particular reason, which I don't know yet, I can't post a comment to the channel until the video is finished. I've always been able to until today, so I don't know what's going on. I can't post a comment to the video until the video's finished, which is a little when it's live, so that's a little confusion. Not particularly clear, but you can see the places to find. Yes, the daffodils will come back every year, but daffodils are not particularly good for neighborhood animals because they are poisonous. So if you have raccoons or squirrels you like in your community, you may not want to plant daffodils because they can die. So there you go. What is the big problem with us getting stimulus checks? That's the number one question. No one really knows. No one really knows. Where's my $1,400, Biden? Says King Reno. Where's the stimulus? Santa is running late, says Crystal. We got a full, ready to rock and roll room tonight. In the third stimulus package, I want to go over the deliciousness in the package, but I also want to go over the stuff that's not particularly the full scoop of ice cream that was promised. Seems false promises are part of the politician's toolbox, says Ira. It is true. So you know that Purple Power is the push of this channel to ensure that you get the money you're owed, but also keep it positive, keep it focused, and not be forgetful of things that are good. So when I want to go over stuff that has been promised and has not been delivered, but I do not, repeat, do not want you to think that the third stimulus package is a bad bill. It has a lot of incredible deliciousness in it, and I want to go over that after I start with what needs to be fixed in the third stimulus package. The first thing is the third stimulus package needs to have FPUC at a decent number and was promised at retro. What is retro? It was promised to go from July of 2020 to the end of 2020. It's not doing that currently in the current proposals. Next, it was supposed to be $600 a week. It's now $400 a week. Both incorrect. Hashtag FPUC retro. Next, multiple stimulus checks. You're promised multiple stimulus checks. Now you're not even getting a full stimulus check. The $1,400 is not really a full stimulus check. It's a fix-it from the last stimulus check that was supposed to be fixed last year. So something that was supposed to be fixed last year is not, it's not this year's stimulus check. Last year, they gave you $600 and quickly said, oh, you know what, we want to fix it and give you the remainder of it, the $1,400. That's nice. You want to fix the second check and get the second check to the right amount. Now people coming back say, hi, here's the stimulus check. No, that was the check to fix last year's check. That was the sort of add-on to fix last year's check. That's not a full stimulus check. So it's not particularly fair. And hashtag MSC, hashtag FPUC retro. And finally, hashtag SS200. What's SS200? That's SSI, Social Security, Railroad Benefits, and Veterans Benefits. You saw the report that I've been going over all day long on this channel. It's a report that basically says that I hope they don't try to slide out this SSI bit into a massive reform bill for the Social Security Administration that'll take months to do. It may not come till next year when you need stimulus right now. Now, I'm not saying your SSI is coming next year. I'm just saying I don't want them to do that. Hey, Tad, with what is that guy doing? He's like dropping some coins. I love it. Thank you, Tad, for the super chat. How many executive orders has he signed now? He signed 7 executive orders. I detailed them on the video before. If you want me to repeat them, I can repeat them again. They're overwhelming. And I don't think he's done yet. He cannot do executive orders for your stimulus checks. Is this a singing? It's a singing lemon. Oh, it's a singing lemon. Of course it's a singing lemon. I see singing lemons all the time. That's why I just did not recognize that. I just did not recognize that. So what you need to do is take this video, tag your elected officials and say, hey, hashtag MSC, hashtag FPUC retro, hashtag SS200. All right, now what I want to do is turn to what is in the third stimulus package. Oh, thank you for the nice comments, Tad. I really appreciate it. Gary's laughing there. And I want to go over the great stuff that's in the third stimulus package and the sort of hilarious stuff that I'm getting about the third stimulus package. And I also want to go over the hilarious news that broke today, if you did not catch it. Not a dancing lemon. Yeah, the lemon's not... It's not a dancing lemon. It's a dancing lemon, not a dancing bear. Ellie, where are you? I'm here. I'm here. Where is Ellie? I'm here. Other websites said he signed 30 executive orders. 27... That sounds about, 30? I think it was 24 executive orders. Now, if there is 24 executive orders or 30 executive orders, they're not about stimulus. There's so far 10 that are about stimulus. There are 10 about stimulus. There's not 30 about stimulus because it's just not. You would see a lot more money if there was 30 stimulus executive orders signed right now. I never get it right, says Lane. So there you go. Let's turn to the wacko news. I went over this earlier today, but I got to go over it again because it makes me laugh. This wacko news. All right, so let's see if we can have a little bit more fun with this wacko news for today. There's a thing, let's pull out that PDF as members. If you're members, here's a PDF. If you're a new member, I'm going to post it right after this video. Here's Monday's PDF. And the bottom of the PDF is child tax credit. Child tax credit. Vaseline with the lemon. What is the lemon doing this time? The lemon is talking to a dancing green thing. Well, thank you for the dancing green lemon. The lemon talking to the dancing green thing. I don't know what it is. Thank you. I appreciate it for the dancing green thing. So, child tax credit. Child tax credit has been around a while. Child tax credit did just not start yesterday. But some of the very bizarre channels and some very wacko news publications, newspapers, thought it'd be cute to write an article about something that already is law. The child tax credit is currently a law. Earth to Mars, the child tax credit is a law. And so some people are thought, wow, they're going to do this new thing called child tax credit. There already is a child tax credit. That's why if you go to the IRS's website, they actually say child tax credit. It's already law, and yet some channels thought it'd be very cute to talk about this new thing called child tax credit. They're just starting out. Yeah, let's try again. Now, what did the newspaper article say? So you know how a tax credit works. If you file a tax return and you trigger a refund. Let me ask this question: if you're entitled to a refund, how should you get the refund? As one check or 12 little checks over a year? Should you get a tax? When would you like your tax refund? As one check or little checks over the year? Drop in the comments right now. You like the checks over time, just little tiny checks, or would you like it as one big check? One check, says Catalina and Jasmine and Debbie and Swain and Anne Marie. There you go, one check. So there's Colleen and Lynetta and Margaret, one check, and Lori, Shanika and Alma and Sherry and Zena and Zach, one check. So I mean that's how tax refunds work. A tax refund is one check, and you file a tax return, you get one check. So one really major U.S. publication, it's one of the top 3 newspapers in the country, thought it'd be cute to write an article today, say, you know what, the IRS is thinking of taking this and spreading the check over 1 year. A what? IRS does not send you refunds in monthly payments. Have you ever heard of a refund in monthly payments? A refund that takes 12 months to get as little drips every month? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. I've never, oh God, says Lori. I never heard of that. Who ever heard of a refund that gets dropped in little pits over a year? So let's say your refund is a $12,000 check refund. Then we're gonna give you $1,000 checks every month for 12 months. No, you give me $12,000 when I'm owed my $12,000 refund check. I'm not going to wait for a year for my refund check. What are you talking about? That's crazy. Who's going to wait a year for a refund check? You give the refund check when it's owed 1 year. So this news article thought it'd be very cute. Hey, Cheryl. Everyone welcome Cheryl to the room. Welcome, Cheryl, for becoming a member of this family. Everyone welcome Cheryl. So this news article thought it'd be really cute to say that Joe Biden's thinking of having IRS send you a $3,000 new item called a $300 a month child tax credit. What? There is Genia. Everyone welcome Genia to the family, and Cheryl. Genia and Cheryl, welcome to the family. Iris cannot even get 2 stimulus checks. When she just said, Iris can't even get 2 stimulus checks out. You're going to have Iris send out a stimulus check every month for 12 months. It's just crazy. So that major news publication, which I don't want to say because they're very, 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 very big, the number 3 paper in the United States, said Joe Biden's thinking of having IRS send you a $300 check every month they have a kid. What are you kidding me? Come on already. First of all, Joe does not say that. Second, what Joe said, he was going to take the existing law, and just increase the amount a little bit and grow the age from age 16 to 17. That's it. And it's $3,600. $3,600 in March when you file your tax return in February. Not a $300 a month for 12 months. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. That's totally wacko. And they need a pig. They do need a pig. And it's so wacko that apparently some channels thought that they should run the story. And they ran the story, and the channel said, guess what? This is really big, great news! Exclamation point, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. You're getting a $300 stimulus check every month. Actually, it's a second stimulus check. You're going to get your first stimulus check of $1,400, and then you'll get a $300 stimulus check every month. You're going to get 12 stimulus checks this year. Oh my God. 12 stimulus checks. Yeah, let's just say 12 stimulus checks of $300 over a year is not better than getting $3,600 in March. They got to pay interest on those little payments. They'll take it that way. Said Masha. Very well said. Oh my God. Someone just gagged me with spoons of slurry. Carrie's cracking up. I can't. And I can't believe some channels fell for this story as really great news. It's actually bad news. They're keeping your refund check for an entire year and say, you know what, you can keep your refund check and just give you little bits and pieces over time. Oh my God. It's just, so that was then. Then some channels thought it'd be funny today to do reverse purple power. I never saw that before. That one's a new one on me. Reverse purple power. So there's Susan with the cat. Hey cat, meow. The singing lemon, and the meowing cat we got tonight. So I appreciate it for the singing lemon, the meowing cat. We're at the 16-minute mark. Let me give you a big update. I've been forgetting the 15-minute mark video on these videos today. Thank you for joining for Evenings LATE. This is your big update on your third stimulus package. There is no $300 stimulus check coming you if you're a kid for 12 months, and you hope that there is not because you're owed $3,600 as one check as soon as you file a tax return if you trigger a tax refund. This is Evenings LATE, where we're debunking the fakeness of the third stimulus package from channels that are telling you you're getting multiple stimulus checks to telling you, you're getting checks for kids every 10 seconds. It's just wacko. But I really appreciate you for joining me. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Like this video. And if you've not become a member, like the other people in this video, consider becoming a member. Become a Purple Power, Hawk, or Calcino VIP. And click the link is in the top of the chat and also in the description. Let me get back to some of your questions. Should I do a amended return yet? No, I wouldn't do anything just yet. Oh, we're now flying. Vera, thank you for the super chat. And Robert Sanders, thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. Everyone, welcome Robert to the room. Welcome Robert to the family. We're flying now. Let's go now to third stimulus. What really is a third stimulus? Third stimulus has a series of items, and they're all quite delicious. Hey, Shay, thank you for becoming a Purple Power. Wow, Shay, really appreciate it. And Vaseline, thank you for the super chat. Everyone, welcome Shay to the room. The third stimulus package items are detailed in a PDF, which I'm going to repost after this video is over for people who are members on the youtube.com/LLA community page. Members will be able to download the PDF. Hey, Jerry. Everyone welcome Jerry to the family. I really appreciate you for joining, Jerry. Everyone welcome Jerry and Shay. Next, the other channels will claim Maurice, thank you for the super chat. Next, the channels will claim you can claim unborn children for a stimulus check. It's just, hey, Isabel, thank you for joining the family. Welcome, Isabel, to the family. Welcome, Jerry and Shay and Isabel for the family. How are you? So this PDF details what's in the third stimulus package. Now, what I need to do is I need to amend the PDF because Joe Biden took several items out of the third stimulus package and removed them and made them executive orders. So let's go through each of them and let's detail where they are tonight. The first one, number one, a stimulus check, $1,400 for individuals, $3,200 for adult dependents. This is why we're doing #MSC. This is not really appropriate. $1,400 is nothing. This was supposed to be the fix-it bill for the last stimulus check. The last stimulus check was supposed to be $2,000. And instead they gave you $600 and said, you know what, we'll fix it and give you the remaining of $1,400 December. Then they're like, we'll take care of it and throw it into the next bill, which will also have a full stimulus check in it. Well, guess what? There is no full stimulus check. $1,400 for individuals, $1,400 for children. Hey, Brandy's Life. Everyone welcome Brandy to the family. Welcome Brandy to the family. $3,200 for adult dependents. That is for adult dependents, $3,200. Next, FPUC. Number two, the reason why we're doing FPUC, hashtag FPUC retro, is that Joe Biden's proposing FPUC at $400 a week. I mean, just wacko and not retro. I don't know what sounds more ridiculous. It's $400 a week or not retro. The thing that bothers me with these politicians, I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. Hey, Delentious. Everyone welcome Brandy and Delentious to the room. How are you? The thing that bothers me with politicians is they do something, and then a week later they want you to act like you forgot what they just did. I mean, you know what? Come on now. And then some of these broadcast media channels, which we know who they are, they won't hold one party accountable when they say things, but they will hold another party accountable. Joe Biden, no less than 3 weeks ago, said he was paying you $600 a week for FPUC in writing. In writing, he said $600 a week, and suddenly he says it's $400 a week. No one is asking him what happened to the number $600 except me. I mean, wait a second. You said $600 the entire campaign. You said during the transition, and you put it in writing just a few weeks ago. And now it's $400 a week? And we're just sort of supposed to say, oh, it's $400. Why is it not $600? It's just $400. Oh, and thank you for the super chat, Timothy. Are we just supposed to roll over and just sort of, every time the number changes, we're just sort of forget what the other number was? Hey, AA Ron. It's just, everyone welcome AA Ron to the family. Welcome, AA Ron. It doesn't sound logical that, hey, Timothy, for the dancing pair. Welcome to the dancing pair. There we go. Dancing pair night. So that's where we are. SNAP benefits. So if we're looking at our PDF, thank you, Morticia, for the super chat. So if you're looking at 5 and 6, Joe Biden took them out by executive order. SNAP 15% was supposed to be 15% for June to December, and PEBT was in there. He took them both out and said, I'm doing them by executive order. He did them by executive order. A little stinky. Hey, little stinky for the unicorn. Very, very nice. I appreciate that. So what he's doing, he's just saying, hey, we're going to do it by executive order. So they're done. FPUC is now, SNAP is now increased for 15% for an additional 6 months, which carries you over an entire year. And PEBT, which I think is in September, is now at 15% increase as well. Rent, utilities, free internet, childcare are still in the bill. The rent is really great. The rent is great for two reasons. One, it's going to be done by the federal government. Two, it'll include the low income. It'll include not only just low income, but also homeless people and middle class. Three, it will work that you apply for the rent to be paid to the landlord, and if the landlord does not accept it, the federal government will give you the money directly, which is really quite good. Eviction number 11, 12 on our PDF. Eviction moratorium and mortgage forbearance have now been taken out. Eviction moratorium and mortgage forbearance taken out, and they're now executive orders. So that's really good. They should be executive orders. I mean, why are they in there? They're not money. Anything that's not money can do by executive orders. Paid sick leave. And then student supplement. Let me go over those two. The student supplement is very easy. The student supplement basically says if you're a college student, you can get $1,700 financial aid. I don't know what that means if it's grant or loan. $1,700 exactly for a college student financial aid. We need to see the bill to see what that is. The paid sick leave is really, really incredible. The paid sick leave basically says you can get up to $1,400 if the following events occur. 1, you get COVID, you have to stay home from work. 2, you have a family member gets COVID and you have to stay home from work. 3, you have to stay home at work because you have to quarantine, even though you don't have COVID. Or 4, the most common situation, you have to stay at home because your child is healthy, you're healthy, but the school has been closed because of COVID. $1,400 a week based upon a $73,000 annual salary. If you made less, then they reduce the amount. This is a really great one. So People are asking based upon which year. I think it would be the 2019 year, not the 2020 year. But we still got to see the bill. Then we go to hazard pay. There's three items of hazard pay: public sector hazard pay, private sector hazard pay, and then hazard pay tax credit. The public sector hazard pay basically says Joe Biden's going to give the money to the states and locals, and then they're going to pay you the hazard pay on your check. Fire, ambulatory, police, the money will be given to the county, the city, and then they will pay it to you on your check. You don't have to do anything. Next, private sector hazard pay. We don't know anything about this. Joe Biden only mentions groceries and retail, and he gives us no numbers yet. Finally, the number 20, which is earned income tax credit. This one has caused a lot of confusion for viewers. So let me go over the earned income tax credit. Earned income tax credit is the following. If you're a hazard pay worker, number one. Two, you made less than $21,000 a year. Three, you can get $1,500. Let me say that again. Hey, Manuel, thank you for the Purple Power to the rescue. I appreciate that, Manuel Valdez. Gracias. Three, let me go over that earned income tax credit again. You are a hazard pay worker. Two, you made less than $21,000. Three, you can get $1,500 tax credit. Very simple. Finally, business items, actually not finally, penultimately, business items, you can get a business grant for an existing business impacted by the pandemic or a business loan to start a new business. And finally, parents, you can get the child tax credit or the child care tax credit. Child tax credit is $3,600 or $3,000, and the child care tax credit is up to $8,000 based upon 50% of your child care costs. I just want to say hi and thank you to everyone. Well, AA Ron, well, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the nice super chat, AA Ron. And so, very, very simple. A business, let me answer some of your questions. Business loan credit score, don't know. Don't know yet. Joe Biden wants that to be for everyone to get a business going. So I really hope he stays with that message, which would be, don't put the credit score really high if you want a lot of people to start a business. Drop some more of your questions. I'll answer them right now. You don't want to do credit scores to block people from getting the money to start a business. How do I get to file the 1099 form? I get that a lot. 1099 is not a form for you to file. 1099 is what someone may give you if you're an independent contractor. The form you need to be focused on is a Schedule C. Food truck for me, been a cook for 20 years. How will the Treasury Department know who to pay the stimulus check to when it becomes law in the SSI and SSDI bill? You're asking how will they know who to pay the $200 on top of the SSI? Treasury wouldn't be doing Treasury wouldn't be doing it. They would just add it on top of your existing benefits. So however you're getting existing benefits, it would just have an additional $200 on top of it. So they already know who you are. Very, very simple. When will the next PDF be posted, please? Right after this video. And it won't be new PDFs, but it will be the two existing PDFs. Do you know what's going on with the filibuster issue in Congress? I do. You want me to cover it? It's really boring. It doesn't concern anything with stimulus. Look at the Federal Register. I don't see any executive orders for stimulus. Any citizens, I see 8, 9 EOs. Yeah, there's been a problem with the publication of these executive orders. I don't usually look at the Federal Registry. The Federal Registry usually carries the old ones. I only look at the White House website. And the White House website has not posted them all yet. So that's what's been really weird. The reason why there hasn't been new PDFs is we don't have any real new details from these people on documents. So you can't bore us, Ally. Yeah, I mean, I would bore you to death if I talked about that filibuster thing. I asked people in one of the polls yesterday, I said, hey, you want me to cover all this boring stuff that Chuck and Mitch are doing? They said, no. Question, 2020 reconsideration for EIDL. Are those reconsideration loans on hold with SBA until the low-income loans are worked on and completed? No. No, Nicholas, they are not. EIDL reconsideration loans are never on hold for anything. Moreover, they're not doing low-income loans, they're doing low-income grants, which is a whole different department. So no, if you're not heard back from them about your recon, you need to call them up and ask for tier two. Sounds like that kid that I sort of know that used to record outside with the spiky hair. Tonight's flyer. So yeah, you need to call them up right now. How do I get a copy of your PDFs? If you're a member, it's posted on the community page. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Nicholas. Any more questions? This is some really great questions tonight. Thank you for everything you do. LA for president. Well, I appreciate that, Laura. So beyond $21,000 for hazard pay workers missed out on the tax credit. Well, let's just say this is not a tax channel. There may be more tax credits for you. I'm only going over the ones that Joe is changing. So yeah, I mean, people have been introduced to the whole universe of tax credits because of this channel, but there are more tax credits out there than I'm covering. I'm just covering the ones that Joe is changing. How can I get a hold of a volunteer? In the description to this video, open the description and you will see the link to go to the community page, news.la.com/community. Someone asked me a good question. There's no more hazard pay other than the 21,000. No. So let me clarify that again. There are 3 types of hazard pay that Joe Biden talks about in his 30-page summary to his pending third stimulus package bill. The items he talks about are public sector hazard pay, which is where you work for the city or county or state. You're going to get that paid to you from your city, county, or state on top of your existing check. He's giving the $300 billion to the cities and counties and states and them determining how much to give you. You don't have to do anything and it's all automatic. Second, private sector hazard pay, which he's not saying at all the amount, the process, or the eligibility. He said literally 4 words about it. So we have no information about what he's going to do for private sector hazard pay for you, but he believes you should get paid it. I have a prediction on what he's going to do for the private sector hazard pay. My prediction is he's going to order certain industries to pay current employees hazard pay. That, I think, is what's going to happen. That's my prediction, but I may be wrong. And then the third hazard pay is the earned income tax credit if you made less than $21,000. As for who at SBA, I goofed up and applied multiple times. I've been working on getting others removed, but just keeps on being told they're working on applied in May 2020. Oh, wow. Are you new to this channel? Because I'm the guy that's been getting people EIDL since May. You should never apply multiple times. There should be only one EIDL. Call up SBA, talk to Tier 2, and get the later applications removed. Why does my phone say it's hazardous? Well, I don't know. Ralph, hey Ralph, welcome to the Becoming a Purple Hawk. Welcome. I appreciate you for joining me, Ralph. How are you? Yeah, someone was just killing the emoji game there. How can I pay to get a 5-minute conversation with you? Let's be very frank. I answer people's DMs on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, their public posts, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so, and I don't charge anything. So, and there's always someone that says, you don't answer any questions. Honey, I answer questions morning and night. So I don't know why people say things like, I don't answer questions. I've been answering questions since day 1 on this channel. And I'm still answering questions. I don't sit there and like record myself answering people's questions. And so I always see these crazy posts by wacko people that say something like, "You don't answer anyone's questions. You wanna?" I'm like, "Send me a question. What's the question you have?" And sometimes I say that. I say, "Hey, what's your question?" And then I don't get a question. I'm like, "I guess you didn't have a question." I was like, what's your question? Give me a question. I don't have a question. I just want to say you don't answer my question. Okay, well, you don't have a question. I guess that. It's just, that's the easiest way to call someone out that doesn't have a question. Say, what's your question? I don't have a question. I just want to say if you answer a question. My question is, how are you, Ellie? I'm great, Russell. I appreciate that. I appreciate that too. It's just, oh my God. And say something more negative about me that makes more sense, but don't say I don't know. It doesn't make sense when I hear that stuff. Lewis, thank you for coming to Purple Pog. Hey, Lewis, how are you? How are you, Lewis? Yeah, I saw someone on Twitter like 20 minutes. Hey, Laura. Well, one local, Lewis and Laura. Wow, that was quick. Lewis and then Laura. It sounds like a scene on Days of Our Lives. Lewis and Laura. Everyone welcome Lewis and Laura. And then AA Ron says, you answer all the questions and you get it done. Thanks, AA Ron. I appreciate that, AA Ron. Just before I went on camera, there's someone on Twitter who tagged me that has that had Purple Power in their description, and also had something like watch LLA, but wasn't following me, and said, don't ever watch LLA. He doesn't answer anyone's questions. Like, hello? Excuse me? Doesn't answer anyone's questions. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. Put down the beverage. Stop drinking in the middle of the day when tweeting me. I just. Any sirloin updates? No sirloin updates. You think my home health air aides would qualify for public or private sector? That's a great question. Public sector is paid by public sectors. You work for the state or county or city or federal government. I mean, it's very, very literal like that. Private sector is private sector. Let me give you an example. UCLA, if you work for UCLA Medicine, that's private sector, I would contend. Even though it's a state-run operation, it would be private sector. So a lot of things are really private sector informed. Hey, Melandi, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Will I have to go do anything to get my $10,000 grant? I got the loan in June. I didn't get any advance at all because I didn't check the stupid box. Candy. That's a hard one. I have heard a lot of people not getting the EIDL grant because they never check the box. I've had people say they did check the box and SBA said they didn't check the box. I really don't know. I really don't know. My guess is no. But it's hard to really say. Your deer in your shirt is going to run off if you don't sit still. It's not a deer. It's a guy on a horse. It's not a deer. Oh my God. I get a 1099. Do I qualify for hazard pay? We don't know anything about this hazard pay from Joe Biden. We don't know anything about it. We don't know the amount. Now, I will tell you this, which I sort of should, because I'm supposed to plug shows. At 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which is 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Julie, thank you for joining the super chat. Is the new hit show on this channel, Hazard Pay. Hazard Pay on overnights LA at 10 o'clock on the West Coast, 1 o'clock on the East Coast. I bring back the old Hazard Pay shows of this channel. There's a lot. There's about 500 of them. They are very, very helpful. I joined in them live chat, so that is literally me. You can chat with me on an instant premiere while watching Hazard Pay every night at 10 o'clock. And I think I'm going to bring back EIDL earlier right after that because I think some of you like EIDL. Let me ask this question actually to the room because I asked it last night while that show was airing. EIDL currently airs at 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Would you prefer EIDL to air at 10:30 on the West Coast at night, which is about 1 o'clock in the morning, or would you like EIDL where it currently is? It looks like that time slot is sort of struggling. Hard to tell if people like that time slot or not. Move EIDL or keep EIDL where it is. Move it, says Trish, says yes. 10 o'clock says yes. Do you think Biden's bill will be released? It will. Yes, it will be released. No. 1:30 a.m. East, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, please. Move it, move it, move it, move it. Yes, keep it where it is. Move it. It's too late. Move it. Does that mean it's good or not good? Move it, move it. A lot of people say move it. Okay. All right, so I will try it for tonight to see if moving it helps. You can always watch it when it's archived thereafter. So I'll try to move it and see if you like it. It would go right after Hazard Pay. So Hazard Pay is at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight, which is 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And EIDL will come right after that. So let's see if you like it and if that works better for you. I don't know what's going on in Instagram. There's something going on in Instagram. Is your schedule posted somewhere? It is posted. It is posted. It's in the description to every video. It's in the description to every video. And there you go. Wow, we're at the 41-minute mark. Will I be able to claim my grandchild on my tax return only SSI, SNAP, and cash? There are clear rules about how you can claim grandchildren. And the answer is yes, you can claim a grandchild. There's a certain way you do it. Go to the IRS's website. And actually, if you want, look up the child tax credit on irs.gov, and it talks about that. Hey, Samuel, welcome to the family. Welcome, Samuel. That's a great question. Can I claim my cat? You cannot claim my cat. Is the $300 claim replacing the old tax credit? It is amending the old tax credit. So you can look it up, and the old number is a little bit smaller, and I think the age stopped at 16. Now Joe's expanded to 17. That's a great question as well. Everyone welcome Samuel to the room. And thank you for those great questions. These are really, really great questions. Snowflake. Will undocumented immigrants be eligible for stimulus? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. That's a great question as well. I don't know yet. Will the box ever supposed to be there? Wasn't the box not even supposed to be there? I don't know what that means. Kidding. And there you go. Thank you for a big evening. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like this video, and consider becoming a member. Click the join link, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. I'll see you later tonight at 10 p.m. with Hazard Pay. That's 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, followed by the new moving of EIDL shortly after that. Stay informed, stay focused, have a great evening, and see you a little bit later in the live chat on Hazard Pay. Take care.